please reveal the highest ranked tattoo? Who tattooed this?
That was me.
Knew it. I knew it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is as close to a 10 as you can get. You destroyed this tattoo.
Thank you.
Based on the judges' rankings, the best tattoo of the day goes to Bob.
Thank you.
That means you have secured your spot in the top 4.
Almost had a heart attack there.
For the next elimination tattoo, you'll be creating a portrait on your human canvas.
Man, I can't believe we're doing portraits. I did not see portrait coming.
Portraits are very personal tattoos. They allow no room for mistakes.
Oh, Lord. I do portraits, but I don't like to do them. It's going to depend on the picture. The picture is everything when it comes to this. And if you got a bad picture, it's not going to be a good portrait.
Portraits require an amazing depth of detail. Your shading and blending skills must be top-notch.
A good portrait? I mean, obviously, you got to catch the likeness. You know, it has to look like the person. Everything has to be in the right spot. I'm thrilled because it's what I'm known for.
20 minutes of daydreaming has passed through my head. I get lost in the hair, just like daydreaming.
Today's style, like super smooth, portrait, black and gray tattoos, they're super stressful for some people, but it's relaxing to me. I just love duplicating images. Aside from my canvas passing out, not letting me finish it, I'm clearly gonna win this challenge.
Shane, of course, gets the perfect canvas. He got the best picture out of all of us. He could have done it in color. Of course, Shane would pick black and gray. Heaven forbid he have to whip out some colors.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. This week, we've been testing your portrait skills. We'll be looking at your shading, detail, and how much your tattoo looks like the picture. Shane, you're up first. Out of all the portraits available, you chose the child.
I didn't want you to think I was taking the easy way out. I felt like this one would shine the most. Their smile and the glitter in her eyes and everything. The hair was pretty crazy to take on.
I've done a lot of child portraits myself, and ones with teeth are without a doubt the most difficult of children's portraits to do. It really looks like the photograph. Really nice, accurate job.
In the photo where it was not a lot of contrast, not a lot of definition to show the nose, you picked out just the right amount of subtleness and grace, those little soft details that pull it together.
In the photograph, the light that's in her eyes is the reflection of the flash.
Flash, yeah.
And so you had to move that and use your white in a different spot to really make it appear lifelike.
Awesome, I'm glad you noticed.
Amazing touch, yeah, man.
You really pulled the likeness together. You definitely have the less is more approach. You did the name and the portrait. Nothing more needed. Great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. In this group of 4, there's a top 2 and there's a bottom 2. Shane, you had the best tattoo of the night.
Thank you.
Tommy, you also did some very impressive work. You guys have earned a spot in the finale.
Yeah, Tommy.
This week, there will be no Flash Challenge.
Oh my God, there's no Flash Challenge. What's up?
However, you are about to meet your canvases for the very last elimination tattoo. This tattoo will determine the final 3. 4 of you stand here, but only 3 of you will compete in the live finale for a shot at the $100,000.
This is game on. This is the sprint to the finish line.
This week, you'll be judged on all the essential skills: line, color, texture, contrast, dimension, everything you need to be a master tattooer. Today, we have a badass group of canvases. They're focused, disciplined, motivated, and know how to perform when the pressure is on. Let's meet your canvases.
These guys are huge. I mean, monstrous.
These guys are some type of athletes. There's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be a tough one.
I put the stencil on Marcus, and I realized his back is so big, it actually eats the bottom of the tattoo right up. I gotta go bigger. I'm feeling a lot of pressure. The clock started. I'm worried that we're not gonna get through this thing. I'm gonna need every minute I can get.
How you feeling, Marcus?
This would be tough, man. I think I'm getting old and soft.
Need a break, let me know.
No, we good.
Ready to rock.
Steve is my man. We were meant to work together. Team Steve. I'm the captain of the team Steve, man.
I'm on my A game in this tattoo. I got dimension, I got black and gray. It's big, it's clean, it's mean looking. I'm pretty confident that I'm definitely going to the finale.
This week, we're testing you on all the essential skills required to be an ink master. Line, color, texture, dimension, and everything in between. Steve, let's start with you.
You accomplished a lot of work in the time given. It's super clean. Your line work is great. The black is solid. The grays are smooth. All the detail. As far as working with dark skin, you did a great job. The amount of detail you put in here versus the size of the tattoo, very readable.
This lower section is dark enough to make the figure stand out, but it doesn't scream cover up. It's exactly the right amount of use of dark where you still know that there's nothing peeking or lurking underneath there. You did a badass face, you did really nice hair. I believe the wind's blown and I believe the sky's in motion. Technically speaking, you knocked this one out of the park.
Thank you.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Steve. That means that you made it to the finale.
To know that after 12 weeks that I'm definitely going to the finale is incredible.
This week, you'll be judged on all of the essential skills: line, color, detail, value, dimension, everything you need to be a master tattooer. You must tattoo a design created by one of the guest judges that you've met. The designs have been handpicked by Chris and Oliver to test your specific weakness.
I'm bricks right now. Everybody knows that you're gonna have to bring your A game on this one.
Jimmy, your design was designed by Chewy Quintanar. We want to see you keeping this as true to the LA style as you can. Nice, fine line, very soft grays.
Your second canvas is the ultimate opportunity to show us why you deserve to be in the live finale. This canvas is completely open for whatever design you want to tattoo.
That's awesome.
Immediately following your 3-hour tattoo, you will have 6 hours to tattoo the design of your choice on your canvas.
The twist is a definite holy twist. We're doing 9 hours of tattooing. It's gonna be a long day.
The 4 of you have 3 hours to tattoo this canvas at the same time. Your spot in the live finale is on the line. Don't screw it up. Your time starts now.
Is anybody else hot yet?
I'm here for a reason, because I want to prove to everybody that I can be the next ink master. I'm very confident. There's nothing wrong with being cocky. Right now, it's all about winning.
1 hour remaining, guys. This is your final chance to earn a spot in the live finale. You have 6 hours to tattoo the design of your choice, and your time starts now.
That's freaking awesome.
I have a pretty good game plan going into this tattoo. I'm gonna give this guy a Space Girl pinup.
Go big or go home, right?
That's what I'm planning on. I'm known for doing this style of tattooing.
How about that?
All I have to do is just bring my A game and execute it well. You ready?
Hey, hold on, all right?
Yeah. If I can only stop twitching.
My canvas is twitchy. It's definitely coming down to a stressful point. You don't want to be in the middle of a line and then bump and then you're screwed.
Just turn over.
This was your last chance to prove you deserve to compete in the live finale for $100,000 and the title of Ink Master. We asked you to complete 2 tattoos, one designed for you and one that was artist's choice. You will be judged on both tattoos. Jimmy.
The main thing that I wanted to see from you in this challenge is something different. Every challenge you've done throughout the weight, there was always that little bit of your own flavor in there. So I wanted to see none of your own style in this tattoo. That being the goal, I think you hit it. The way you used very minimal line work and used your shading off of that line work to build the structure, that's the way this West Coast black gray style is. This is a big notch in your belt today.
Let's move along to your artist's choice canvas. This is beautiful. She's adorable.
Without that Chewy tattoo, you might have been still stuck in that pigeonhole. In the end, you did something that's 100% you.
It was more of a safer route. I felt comfortable with it. This is the tattoo that's supposed to take us to $100,000.
Overall, you as a competitor, you came and you competed and you delivered exactly what you had to deliver to make sure that they have to fight to stay.
Thanks, guys.
One of you is going home. Jimmy, Joey, the 2 of you had the top tattoos of the day. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Jimmy.
The juxtaposition between the fine line black and gray and your new school style, it really showed that you are versatile.
Congratulations, Jimmy. This means that you have secured your spot in the live finale.
I won't let you guys down. I promise. I'm gonna bring it.
Some of the most meaningful tattoos celebrate a personal victory. One of the greatest triumphs is surviving cancer. Your canvases today have all survived one of the deadliest forms, breast cancer. Many of them beat cancer by having a mastectomy to remove the breast. Some women choose to reconstruct their breasts, but the scars remain. And these scars are in a very sensitive area. So it's even more challenging to pull off a flawless tattoo, but that's exactly what you must do for these canvases.
This is really a big part of doing what we do, is working with our canvases. It's not about you, it's about them. We care that you give them what they want.
I want a flowering vine across the whole chest.
Are you trying to go where the nipples would tend to be?
Yes,
Okay.
I feel like a war went on in my chest. This is like a battlefield, and I would rather have something beautiful.
It's just stand straight shoulders and everything. Lori's scars are not symmetrical. This one, you're really, really round. You're a little bit concave on this one. So I have to take a different plan of action. What I'm gonna try to do is just make sure that whatever we place over here lays evenly. There is not gonna be a symmetry between the two pieces. It's a risk. I could be in trouble. Still okay?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sitting for 6 hours. No, I did chemo. I can do this.
I've got a lot of work in a short amount of time to do it. I have absolutely no wiggle room in this. It's nice that there's survivors like you that can go out there and go like, look, it's not the end of the world. To have that positive spin, I think, is really, really cool.
This week, we asked you to transform breast cancer survivors' scars into tattoos they can wear with pride. A trip to the live finale is on the line. 3 of you will move on, and 1 of you is going home. However, it takes more than this one tattoo to earn your trip to the live finale. You must do another 6-hour tattoo. For your very first challenge in this competition, you tattooed convention style to earn your shot. That day was intense, and every artist was under pressure. Unfortunately, that meant that some of the canvases left with jacked tattoos. Today, it's up to you to cover the worst of them. You'll be judged on both your tattoos to determine whether you're headed to the finale or headed home.
The biggest thing is going to be working with the existing piece that you have. Okay. Trying to turn that circle into a real circle. I'm going to retouch this tattoo instead of covering it up, and then tattoo landmarks from around the world as a collage around his arm. Time permitting, if Berlin works, then we'll do Central America. Is that all right with you?
It sounds great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can nail every single skill in this one piece. All right, buddy, you ready? I'm here to win, and somebody else is going to go home because that spot in the finale is mine.
I can already see it now. Millions of people holding signs that says, "We want sausage."
That would be pretty sweet.
Artists, this was your last chance to prove that you deserve to compete in the live finale for $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master. Sausage. Let's start with your mastectomy tattoo.
The thing I like the most about this tattoo, I love the way it fits. I love that it's not symmetrical. I think it gives it a unique look. It's just a real quality job, man.
Thank you.
Let's move along to your 6-hour tattoo. You reworked Melissa's tattoo.
To try to do a cover-up and belt in a ton of black didn't make sense. So I decided to add something that's a lot more bold and stylish to the airplane itself, and then build a sleeve that he can add onto at any time.
This is actually going to be very hard for people to work off because the quality is really high. This is showing versatility. To come out here and show, I just did these big bright flowers, now I'm gonna do this really fine line detail and really show some nice soft black and gray is top notch.
This is such a unique way to put these different ideas together into one tattoo. He didn't just cookie cutter it together. This is what we were looking for.
Thank you guys very, very much.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage.
Nice, dude. It showed a lot of ingenuity in putting this design together and really thinking outside the box instead of just doing a big cover-up.
You've earned your spot in the live finale.
Wow, thank you.
Congratulations, man, you deserve it.
There are no more flash challenges.
Straight up tattooing.
There is also no human canvas jury. This week, it's completely up to the judges.
Today, it's all about just doing a kick-ass tattoo. I'm ready to wipe the floor with the rest of the competitors.
Each of you must choose one skull from each table. One table of skulls will determine your style, and one table of skulls will determine your subject.
I'll do any style, anytime, any place. Bring it on.
Clean, you're up.
New school.
What?
I consider myself one of the forefathers of new school tattoos.
He invented new school.
Tiger. Bang. Man, I am pumped.
I feel like I've done really well so far.
I've been the front runner in this whole entire competition.
This is my wheelhouse right here.
Clean Rock 1, going to the finale, hands down.
I got my eye on the prize, you know.
This week, you had to prove that you could take on any challenge and persevere. A trip to the live finale is on the line. Clean, let's start with you. You pulled the new school Tiger.
I've been doing this style for 15 years. I tried to bring every trick I had in my bag on this one.
Your lines, super crisp. You're black, solid. You got some great little details in the gums and the teeth and the tongue. Your blends from orange to yellow and from blue to white. Seamless, man. You totally nailed it.
Thank you.
Judges, who had the best tattoo of the day?
Clean's tattoo. There's tricks in the tongue, there's tricks in the gums, there's smooth blending, there's a strong outline.
Final decision.
Clean.
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 The judges have decided, Clean, you have the best tattoo of the day. But that's not all. You have also earned your spot in the live finale.
The overall body of work and the consistency, I don't think anybody can deny the fact that you're a solid tattooer, and that's what it took to get to this spot.
Oh my God. Is this for real right now?
You're going, man. Congratulations.
I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
To make it to the end, you must first survive a tattoo marathon. What? Each of you must tattoo 4 different designs in 4 different styles.
What are we gonna have to tattoo for 24 hours straight? I'm beat down, man. This is nuts.
Everybody tattoos Craig's new school design.
I'm gonna do a popsicle today. Freaking popsicle.
You have 90 minutes, and your time begins now.
I draw a lot of new school, but it usually ends up being more like animals and stuff.
Coming off the mandala, I'm really excited to go into this popsicle. I know that I'm gonna kill this tattoo and probably do a better job than Craig.
Cruzman's color Japanese design is next.
There you go, little Daruma doll.
The hell's a Daruma? The hell's his other eye?
That's for you to figure out.
You have 90 minutes to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Last go round, let's do it. I'm using a very traditional approach to this Daruma doll. Everything that I busted my ass for in this competition comes down to these 4 tattoos. There is no way I'm not making it to the finale. I've worked too hard to lose it at this point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machines down. No more ink. This week, you had to prove your endurance and versatility in a tattoo marathon. A trip to the live finale is on the line. Let's see how you did. Matt, how did you find the marathon, the banging out 4 different styles, different tattoos in a short amount of time?
I mean, honestly, it's a very intense thing, for sure.
You had artist choice, and you chose to do a geometric black and gray tattoo.
This tattoo is really about consistency. You have all the different elements, very equidistant, line work, super tight, and I think it came out really strong.
Next up is Craig's new school popsicle.
The color in this is really strong, really saturated, and I'll really commend you on just the outline on the outside of this. Really perfect, bold outline that's consistent all the way around. The thing's bulletproof.
Next up is Chris's fine line black and gray design.
This one is the one that I see the most struggle, the big outside perimeter of that pupil. It's wobbly. Under the bottom lid, very undone under the eyelashes, and it stands out like a sore thumb.
Next up is Kruzman's Drumadol.
I really like the solid, simple approach you took to this tattoo. Just doing black shading in the face, there's just that little bit of tone underneath the eyes is a very traditional way of approaching this. Very little areas for me to complain about.
So everybody here, except for Craig, won their design.
Matt won 2 challenges today.
I think it's pretty clear then.
For overall versatility, Matt came out.
The judges have decided the winner of the tattoo marathon is Matt. Well, Matt, that is not all. You've also earned your spot in the live finale. Congratulations.
Yes.
How does it feel, big fella?
Feels great. That's awesome. I couldn't be any more stoked right now.
Welcome to the big show.
All season long, the veteran artists have been calling the shots, determining the elimination tattoos. Now, the tables are turning. Anthony and Christian, as the new artist, you've survived every elimination tattoo assigned by every veteran. And now, the power is finally in your hands.
Uh-oh.
You will each choose a veteran artist to face off against. Each of you get to call your own shot. This time, the veteran must tattoo the style and subject of your choice.
Wow. I've been waiting for this from the moment St. Mark stepped in here. This could not have come at a better time.
Oh, damn. I came in and screwed everybody up with Japanese dragons, so I'm gonna get dealt some bull right now.
The artist that wins each head-to-head face-off will earn a spot in the live finale. Holy Anthony, you get to go first. Which veteran do you challenge to a face-off?
Well, it only makes sense for me to go against who I feel has been the biggest threat. It'd be clean.
What subject and what style do you choose?
Something I'm comfortable with. Black and gray, realistic, women, waist up, no tracing. You gotta draw it.
Anthony's going for the jugular right now. Black and gray is definitely something that I don't excel in. This is his specialty. This is a disaster.
Christian, that means that you'll face off against James. What subject and style do you choose?
Black and gray realism as well, and we're gonna do a full body wolf.
Fine and dandy. Oh, Lord. I knew that was coming.
I'm gonna embarrass James with this. It's not just gonna be a win, it's gonna be such a decisive win. He's gonna need psychiatric counseling when I'm done with him.
Today, the stakes are the highest they're gonna be.
Are you so stoked? Final four?
Yeah, it's a tough one, though. Christian and Anthony have some of the strongest black and gray we've ever seen in this competition.
Looks like 100 grand to me.
But Clean and James are both proficient at what they do.
I'll make sure it's perfect.
I didn't want it to be too huge. This is gonna be an epic battle.
Here we go. Every tattoo from now on is a $100,000 tattoo. 4 guys left, no room for error.
I'm focused like a laser beam. I'm looking at every single hair on this wolf, and every one of them is gonna be sculpted perfect.
This has to be the best piece I've ever done, so I'm definitely having fun with this one.
It's awesome.
The hell you doing over there, James? You adding a whole wolf pack or something?
Oh, hell no.
You better get busy. Dang, look at that thing right there, dude.
You're killing me. I don't do black gray like you guys.
How's it looking?
I plan on showing everything I was taught in this competition. I'm showing artistry by choosing to draw this thing and not trace it. I'm showing technical application by pulling smooth, consistent lines. I'm showing gradation by bringing my solid, rich blacks to smooth, feathery finishes.
That's ridiculously dope, dude.
It's beautiful, it's smooth, and it ensures my way to the finale.
Today, the new artists got to call their shots facing off with each of the veterans. The winner of each face-off will earn a spot in the live finale. It's time to see how you did. Christian and James, you tattooed a realistic black and gray wolf. Christian, let's start with you. Did you pick a subject and style that was your wheelhouse and something that you excel at, or was it something that maybe you thought James was lacking in ability?
This whole time we've been playing their game, I figured you want to get to the end, you got to play mine.
This is a really smooth tattoo from top to bottom. The detail you got into the fur of the wolf, super crisp. But what I think really shows your experience is how this tattoo ends. In every direction, top, side, bottom. The background is silhouetted or soft shaded out. It really gives the wolf a lot of punch. This is expertise at work.
What I love about this tattoo the most is the composition. I love the way that you laid out the deep set black in the tree line behind it, and then you give us that mountain scene, and then you break off into the sky. It has nice layers and textures individually that set each range apart. That's black and gray tattooing at its finest.
Anthony and Clean, you tattooed a realistic black and gray female, no tracing. Anthony.
Overall, you deliver in this tattoo. You have a tough, hard aesthetic with a lot of rich black. The way that you shaded those knuckles that dark, but then just left that little bit of a highlight on there, it's gutsy. You really understand how to use the silhouetting, the shadowing, the richness. Those are tricks that not many people with 5 years under their belt have.
That dimension and that shading has really brought this tattoo to life. But one of the problems I have is from wrist to elbow on both arms is a little bit short in proportion to the rest of the body. But overall, strong tattoo, man.
2 spots in the live finale are on the line. Between Christian and James, who wins this head-to-head?
There's a lot of similarities in both these tattoos. The tone, the contrast. James, if I just saw your tattoo alone, I think it was a great tattoo. Standing up against Christian's, man, it's just, you can tell this is his thing.
Christian's has a very strong, stern feeling to the wolf because of the position. James, because you chose a less dynamic position, you don't get that grand feeling.
The judges have decided the winner of this head-to-head face-off is Christian. Congratulations, Christian. You have earned a spot in the live finale.
Thank you guys very much. I very much appreciate it.
You earned it, man. You've shown a lot of different levels and facets to your game. Your black and gray is some of the nicest we've seen in this competition. Congratulations.
I'm just blown away.
All right, guys, between Anthony and Clean, I need a final decision. Who won this face-off?
If you just look at the bare bones of them, they're both nice figure drawings, but Anthony's ability to capture the realistic look and the dimension and the depth in these dark shadows really, really stands out strong.
I do like both of these tattoos a lot. Anthony just came up with a softer, more refined, beautiful approach than Clean did.
Hair versus hair, Anthony gets him. Face versus face, Anthony gets him. Pose and the fact that the hands are in there, Anthony gets him.
The judges have decided the winner of this head-to-head face-off is Anthony. Congratulations, Anthony. You have earned a spot in the live finale.
I'm at a loss, man. Thank you.
This week, there will be no flash challenge. To earn a spot in this year's live finale, you must survive a 15-hour tattoo marathon.
I'm going to have a heart attack. I can't imagine getting through one tattoo, let alone a 15-hour marathon.
You must tattoo every style that you critiqued as the jury of peers and did not tattoo. So, it turns out you aren't safe from those styles after all. For the first 5 hours, Team Peck, you'll tattoo Medusas, while Team Nunez, you'll tattoo a peacock.
Crazy. Look at you. You didn't do it.
I didn't do new school. I've given you new school too many times.
I feel really strong with this design.
Kelly's peacock. It looks like a baby vulture. Great. This was Kelly's easiest day to win because it's peacock against Medusa.
I don't know with this realistic approach, that switch up, but now's not the time.
The 4 of you are at the beginning of a grueling 15-hour tattoo marathon. And the artist that wins the best tattoo of the day will secure the first spot in the live finale. Team Nunez, that's Kelly. You tattooed a peacock. Come on down, let's see how you did.
Kelly, the tattooing here is spectacular. There's so much texture to that beak, the way it rises and falls, and the way that you put the true gray over the white, directly over the top of the eye, and gave us that indentation, really gives that bird's head a lot of shape.
For this tattoo, the one feather behind the head with the eye in it is awesome. The detail is amazing, but as far as the look of the bird, the short neck, weird little head, it looks like a baby peacock, but then you colored it like an adult. You missed the mark on what a peacock looks like.
All right, judges, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day. Best tattoo of the day goes to the finale, guaranteed.
Kelly knocks it out of the park and tattoos circles around those tattoos.
Taking everything into consideration, I'm leaning for Gian.
Gian for best tattoo of the day.
Technically, I love the style of that snake's open mouth. I love the style of the girl head. It's clean.
Final decision.
Gian.
Kelly.
My vote's for Kelly. The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Kelly. Congratulations, Kelly. That means that you have earned your spot in the live finale.
Atta girl. I lost them all, but we're first in the race.
Get ready for a fight to the finish line, because to earn a spot in the live finale, you must survive a tattoo marathon.
What the? This whole competition has been a marathon. This could mean anything.
You'll tattoo 4 different designs in 4 different styles, one right after the other.
Jumping from one tattoo straight into another with really no time in between. It's gonna be a long day.
Hey.
There you go. Straightforward.
Which way is the right way up?
The right way.
I'm gonna give them such a complicated piece that they can barely complete in 90 minutes, and they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot.
That's a tough one. Man, I don't...
Damn, you slayed that outline so fast.
Cool.
Luckily, I tattoo geometric style tattoos back home on the daily, so I'm gonna kill this tattoo.
You got the cleanest lines out of the group. Aaron would probably be the next closest.
Crazy to do that in 90 minutes.
You got it, lady.
Next style up is Black and Gray, designed by Old Town Ink.
What's up, guys?
Exactly what I thought.
Good luck, guys.
It looks like there's a couple of purposeful mistakes.
Like, is that pupil misaligned?
DJ tried to screw everybody. This is a really scratchy looking stencil.
What's up with these up circles?
I get it, it's gamesmanship, but Black and Gray realism is my thing. I'm ready to go head to head with this guy and prove who's best.
You intentionally didn't put some lines?
Well, I mean, there's lines that I'm gonna add that people might not.
You have 90 minutes, and your time starts now.
All right, Gray, you ready?
Yep.
I'm curious to know if anybody else is pulling any of these effects.
Oh, that's awesome. The
Skin
creases.
cells.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen me do Black and Gray realism in the house, and I don't think they understand how much I'm gonna kill this.
You have totally, like, knocked it out of the park.
Next up is Illustrated Fantasy, designed by Unkindness Art.
So, there we go.
It's like
just a mythical creature.
Yeah. This is as big as it's gonna be?
Yeah. You have an hour and a half, man. Good luck, guys.
Look how funky all the line work is. If you set it up for everyone else to fail, and then you fix it in your own drawing, then you look like a dick. If you set it up for everyone else to fail and didn't know it, and everybody else fixes the drawing,
you look
then
dumb.
you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So either way, everybody's gonna look like a dickhead or an idiot.
You have 90 minutes, and your time starts now.
I'm tattooing my own design, and finally, Erin is stepping back and trusting what I can do. But because she's given me this much control, I feel more pressure in this tattoo than any of the previous ones.
Good?
Yeah.
And finally, American Traditional, designed by Black Cobra Tattoos.
This is the American traditional piece that you will be doing.
All I can say is good luck.
All you gotta do is make a super clean tattoo and get the job done.
That's a monster piece.
We'll see if everybody pulls it off.
And your time starts now.
Last one, brother. Hit him with the heat.
Man, you're doing great. 4 tattoos in a day is tough on anybody.
American Traditional, straightforward, solid, what I do every day. I feel like we already beat Old Town at their own game. If we can beat Black Cobra at their own challenge as well, that's gonna look really good for us.
I'm pretty happy with what we did today.
Me too, man.
I think we actually have a viable shot at this now.
We've absolutely proved that we deserve to be in the finale. We've been here, we've dominated. What the hell else do I have to do to prove that we deserve it?
This week, you had to prove your shop's versatility in a tattoo marathon. A spot in the live finale to fight for the title of Master Shop is on the line. Basilica, start with you. First up, your geometric design.
Well, Nolan, I really like this design. Very sharp, very bright. The colors that you chose really make the 3 dimensions super strong.
Next is Old Town Inc.'s black and gray design.
Christian, there's some areas of really rich, deep black that set it off, and then a lot of smooth shading. You create a real contoured image here.
Next up, Unkindness Art's fantasy illustrative design.
All right, Nolan, you need to punch that color in, really set it in and send it home because this thing just doesn't have any kick to it. It's a very flat, very washed out, seemingly old looking tattoo that's brand new.
Finally, Black Cobra Tattoos American traditional design.
Christian, you definitely use the right color palette. You have nice, peppery black shading on the edge of the banners and in the horseshoe. I think overall you have 4 good tattoos. The eye is really shining out of these 4. As a team, y'all did nice work today.
Black Cobra Tattoos. First up is Basilica's geometric design.
I like this monochromatic take with tones similar enough to be in the same spectrum, but far enough apart to really create this 3D illusion. These color choices look really great.
Old Town Inc.'s black and gray.
Matt, I think the areas you put the hyper focus on are these eyelashes, the little corner tear duct, and then the small details that you have in the center of the eye really play nicely here.
Unkindness Art's fantasy illustrative.
You made some positive changes to this design. The hairline looks a lot better. This hard inner bridge of the nose really gives the shape of the face. I really like how this one came out.
Finally, Katie's American Traditional.
Super solid, super clean tattoo. The saturation of all the colors, very nice, very bright. Definitely looking good today.
If I walked into this shop and saw this portfolio, I'd be pretty stoked. We came here today to put one shop in the finale. So is there a clear winner of the marathon?
Both sides had definite great moments and both sides had definite challenges.
Let me ask you a question, Dave.
Yeah.
Is it too late to give them both a spot?
You're saying let Black Cobra and Basilica go.
2 teams killed it, 2 teams didn't.
I think both these shops deserve a shot in the finale.
They're completely dead heat.
Listen, I'll do it.
Do it.
No way.
Basilica Tattoo, Black Cobra Tattoo, congratulations. You guys earned a spot in the live finale.
Yeah. That was way more intense than last time. What the?
To earn your spot in the finale, you must create a 1-session, 12-hour tattoo on the arm.
Wow.
What? Man, tattooing for 12 hours is definitely hard. Your hands suffer, your back suffers, the canvas suffers. This is crazy.
Your canvases are completely open and have been randomly assigned.
Let's go, let's bring it.
You can tattoo any style and any subject. This is your chance to give us everything you've got and earn your spot in the finale.
Who's here, bro?
Hell yeah.
I don't think you could ask what's any better.
Doing a 12-hour tattoo like this is not an amateur level thing. Your design has to be perfect, your application has to be perfect, and just your understanding of how to approach something on this scale is a totally different animal.
We are so much farther ahead than anybody else.
I'm choosing to do more of a Japanese-style frog flying a koi fish kite. I'm gonna bust my ass and make sure that every inch of this tattoo is absolutely flawless.
Josh is definitely going to be the hardest person to beat for me. He's not only fast, but he's also a great illustrator.
You've already beat everybody just with the drawing. So if you execute this tattoo like you do every other one, your name should be the first person called going to that finale.
Artists, to earn a spot in the finale, you had to prove you have the stamina and the skills to compete at the elite level of the Masters. Let's take a look at your 12-hour tattoos. Let's start with Josh.
The illustration is really, really cool. You pretty much bring the traditional Japanese into the modern era with your own style on it.
All of the color application on this tattoo is beautiful, but what I like is that you do some of this color application solid wall to wall. You do other pieces where you shade off the color.
You really did hit as many of these skill sets as you could pack into one tattoo. It comes off really, really slick.
Thank you very much, guys.
It's time to determine who had the best 12-hour tattoo of the day.
I feel like we see 4 good tattoos, but Josh, for me, everything that we've tested on in this competition, this tattoo knocks it out of the park. You've been drawing your designs, you've been doing things that were out of the box. You made tattoos that were fun to look at. That is what we look for in this competition. Definitely Josh.
Oh, that feels good. The judges have decided the best 12-hour tattoo of the day goes to Josh. Congratulations, man. You've earned the first spot in the finale.
Yes!
Boy.
Oh, that is everything that we have gone through, and every bit of bull this competition has brought was worth every second of it.
Throughout the entire competition, you have competed with or against one another, learning each other's strengths and weaknesses. Get ready. It's time to use that information against each other, because today you have the power to sabotage another artist. You will each create a 6-hour line drawing. The artist you call out must tattoo your line drawing, and you must tattoo the line drawing of the artist who calls you out.
This is anybody's game right now. Tony and Tiffer need to play it smart. They need to keep each other alive right now.
Tony, which artist do you call out?
Tiffer. He's gonna come up with any design better than I could to stump TJ.
And Tiffer, that means you will be designing TJ's tattoo.
Got it.
Did you give me all this line work on purpose?
Oh, you know I did.
I sacrificed a lot growing up so that I could chase this dream of racing professional motocross and supercross, and it has taught me a lot.
Not to F you over.
Oh no, I got that. How to be mentally prepared for anything. You can't be afraid of somebody that's better than you at the track.
Yeah, dude, you're killing it. You're doing this exactly the way I wanted it to be done.
I have that mental strength that a lot of people do not have. I've been training for this my whole life and I didn't even know it.
Today, you had to tattoo another artist's line drawing. 3 of you will be moving on to the finale, and 1 of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. Tiffer, you got called out by Tony and had to tattoo his line drawing.
I love what you did. I love the tones, the blue face, the way that you're able to punch these blues in and use that stronger, contrasted, deeper blue in the nose and recess the edges of the nose to bring that mouth forward.
That skin break on the cheeks is in the right spot. Shouldn't that be higher?
It's not realistic.
The way it's lit is weird.
But you're looking at it from a realistic standpoint, and that's the stylized neo-traditional.
Overall, for a sticker tattoo, this is a banger.
I think that's as bulletproof tattoos can get.
All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
The 2 strongest tattoos for sure are the one that Tiffer did and the one that TJ did. My vote's for Tiffer.
My vote is for Tiffer.
Tiffer.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Tiffer.
Thank you.
That means you have earned the first spot in the finale.
Yes! I don't even know what to say.
This competition is about being the best in the room. And in order to win, you must first beat your opponents when they were at their best. For this final face-off, you must tattoo the same style and subject as one of your opponent's best tattoos from throughout the season.
Whoa.
One by one, you will each decide which artist tattoo you'd like to go head-to-head with to prove you deserve a spot in the finale. All right, Danny, which tattoo do you choose?
Well, I can't pick my own. Jason's broccoli wizard.
You can pick a different vegetable, though.
Compared to what we just did the other day, I feel like I have all the time in the world.
Yeah. I'm gonna fight my ass off, the beloved broccoli wizard. I don't know how I'm gonna beat that, but I'm gonna do my frickin' best.
You imagine in your mind the critique that they're gonna say, like, and then you're like, oh, maybe I should do that. You just hear them in your head going, I wish you did this. I don't like the way you did that. I'm like, I'm trying.
It must be terrifying. My mom, since I was a little kid, has been my #1 fan. There are so many people that are just unreal supportive of my life, my career choices, and I really want to prove it to myself that I'm as good as they think I am.
Today, you had one last chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the finale. Let's see how you did. Women's team, let's start with you. Danny. you picked Creepy Jason's New School Broccoli Wizard.
Going up against Jason, you do a very cool, new schooly face drawing. I love the adaptation of making the stem the hat.
The black fade leading into your red and your skin breaks, super soft, super smooth. This is a very clean sticker tattoo with no questions in the design. I think it's very strong.
It is time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
The design, to me, that stands out the most is Danny's pepper. It's legible, it's got great contrast, it's also super bright. My vote's for Danny.
Fighting for your life, everything's got to be there. Everything's got to show up. And it leads me directly to the application and the overall appearance of Danny's tattoo. My vote's for Danny.
The best tattoo of the day goes to Danny.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
That means you have earned the first spot in the finale.
Holy shit. This is freaking insane.
Nobody knows your strengths and weaknesses better than the artists who've competed alongside you all season long. And today, they are calling the shots. Okay, guys, discuss what style and subject you want to assign Bob.
Let's go. One thing that's been consistent this entire time is line work issues with Bob. So I'm trying to think if he can achieve fine line anything.
If they think Bob can't do lines, they're wrong.
You're gonna be okay.
All right, Jarrell, what's it gonna be?
A fine line, black and gray, realistic lionfish.
So fine line only?
Yep, no shader.
A lionfish is covered in stripes, has crazy pectoral fins that are all frilly like seaweed, and also has these spiny spikes on its back. Every view of a lionfish is a hard view of a lionfish. Just look at the anatomy of that thing. It's just a camouflage piece of seaweed.
Let the fun begin.
I'm screwed right now. I have to learn a new technique in tattooing. I've never done any fine line black and gray in my life.
Mastering a technique, at the same time as tattooing it is a pain in the ass.
You feel confident about this one?
I don't know. It's kind of intimidating.
Today, your opponents called the shots. 3 of you will move on to the finale, and 2 of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. West, start with you. Bob.
For a single needle tattoo with no other shader, you do a really clean take on this thing.
You captured the look of this fish by the shape of the body. It has a roundness to the body of the shape, and it's because that highlight you left through the stripes and how rich the darkness gets. You totally kill it in this tattoo, man.
Thank you.
Good job, Bob.
Thank you. It's a rough one you guys threw at me.
All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Bob got called out on something that most people would really blunder, and he killed it.
And everything in that tattoo is cohesive and finished and applied properly. And for that reason, I'm gonna go with Bob.
Bob.
And my vote is also Bob.
Congrats.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Bob.
Wow.
And you were worried.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bob. You have earned the first spot in the finale.
Shit. Look at you, dude.
Oh my God. I'm really happy right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Today, you must create a single session, 12-hour tattoo on the leg.
Oh my God. I'm sitting.
Oh my God.
12 hours?
Your leg tattoos must speak for themselves because we will be judging them completely blind.
What?
Oh, that's cool.
Nobody's gonna know.
The judges will critique and rank each tattoo without knowing which artist created which.
I love blind judging because it's no bullshit. None of us can talk our way out of anything.
Well, I can't sell this one. Your canvases are completely open. What you tattoo is completely up to you. What style you tattoo is not.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, that sounded too good to be true.
There's always a catch.
The 8 skulls you see before you have 8 different styles.
Wow.
You will each draw a skull to determine which style you must tattoo. Bob.
Oh, shit. All right.
I picked Japanese. Most people would think this is a curse, but I'm up to the challenge.
Okay.
Japanese on the leg in 12 hours is not a bad idea because Japanese is a style that is very simple in its traditions. So you can cover a lot of ground with this style. I'm gonna kill it.
Not as bad as I thought. Want to roll back onto your back? Almost under the line. Cool.
What I'm tattooing here is a Futakuchi Onna, which is a Japanese yokai. It is a woman with 2 mouths. It's a part of Japanese lore and legends.
That thing's insane.
This thing?
I think of myself as a tattooer that is putting myself in the shoes of a tattooer from that time and thinking about the art that they were looking at, and not somebody that is tattooing in a Japanese style, and that's a huge risk to take.
Well, damn, it's going back faster than I thought it would. It's a good thing. I mean, I knew it was going to go back quick, but it's going back really quick.
12 hours on the leg. The artist picked skulls to determine which style they had to tattoo, but the subject matter was up to them. The top-ranked tattoo earns an automatic spot in the top 4. That's me.
It looks like a Japanese woodblock print. It's got such great composition, the way it's drawn and how it starts small on the bottom. And let's not forget the front of the thigh where the mirror is to reflect the geisha girl that's actually talking at the back of your neck.
It's sick, right?
Every part of this tells a story.
Dude, I love the saturation of the ink, like how solid that tattoo.
Huge.
Dude, it's huge. Really original, really fresh. Pick the right colors, lay it out on the body well. Great design. I'm dying to know who did this tattoo.
It is so
Good.
weird in the best way. This is one of the most refreshing designs I've seen, not only in this competition, but in the industry.
Whoa!
Damn, bro.
That was good critique, Bob.
That was a lot of work. It was a lot of tattooing.
It looks like it, man, but it paid off.
Yeah. Please reveal the highest ranked tattoo. Who tattooed this?
That was me.
Knew it, I knew it.
Bob, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is a close to a 10 as you can get. You destroyed this tattoo.
Thank you.
Based on the judges' rankings, the best tattoo of the day goes to Bob.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That means you have secured your spot in the top 4.
Almost had a heart attack there.
I know.
Today, each of you will have the power to call out another artist.
Gonna fuck each other over.
This is brittle. The artist you call out must tattoo in whatever style and subject you decide.
Oh, shit.
This is like a skull pick shot times fucking 20. We can choose anything, and I know everyone's fucking weakness here.
Which style and subject are you giving Bobby?
I'll go for color realism and subject matter landscapes.
Oh my God.
Anything that is what you'd take a photograph on holiday. Evil, bro. That's diabolical as fuck.
Whew. Bobby, since John is the last artist to get called out, you have to pick Jazzy.
I've been Mr. Nice Guy this whole time, but in this point of the competition, this is my chance to take my first big shot.
A color realistic spirit bear.
What is a spirit bear?
It's a white bear.
Love that, Bobby. Wow.
I've tattooed one before, and it's fucking hard.
White animals in tattooing are super difficult, so that was a shot.
Yeah, tough.
Freddie took a good shot. I've never done a landscape before.
Just want to do a clean, fucking cool tattoo.
I'm gonna pick a subject matter to focus on. I'm gonna give that thing a background, and I'm just gonna have a great time with this.
I grew up crazy poor, so getting into tattooing and making money is crazy.
If you would have told little me that I would have accomplished all of the things in my career, even up to this point of this competition, I wouldn't have believed you. I want to showcase what I can do, and I want to win.
Tattooing is a crazy thing. I love it so much.
Yesterday, you had to tattoo in the style and subject determined by another artist. Before we critique your work, there is one thing you should know. Shit. DJ, what's that phrase you were saying the other day?
What goes around comes around?
No, that's not it.
You get what you give?
No.
Reap what you sow?
Almost. Karma's a bitch.
Oh, of course. No.
You had the power to call out another artist. Hopefully, you didn't dish out more than you can take.
Fuck's sakes.
To prove you deserve a spot in the finale, you must also tattoo in the same style and subject that you called out.
I'm glad I didn't say bye on that canal.
Fucked. This John gets to do a dragon.
Oh, you've got the white bear.
Nothing like fucking yourself. I cannot believe I didn't see this coming. Of course I had to pick the hardest thing I've ever tattooed in my career. Karma could not be more of a bitch to me today. There's 3 spots in the finale. There's 4 of us left. There's no room for error here. We're being tested on both of these. If I don't nail this, it doesn't matter how good I did yesterday. It could jeopardize my spot in the finale. This fucking bear is tricky, dude. I feel really good about my landscape from yesterday, but that could all change if I fuck this bear up. I think Jazzy was on the right track when she framed in her bear. I just don't know that the approach was right. I'm gonna learn from her mistakes and utilize what I'm good at, a bold black border to frame this bear.
This week, you had to call out one of your opponents, assigning them a style and subject. You then had to tattoo in the same style and subject that you assigned, giving us a direct comparison. A spot in the finale is on the line. Let's see how you did. Bobby. You were called out by Freddie with a color realistic landscape.
Number one thing I look at when I look at color realism, does the foreground play into the background?
I don't think it hits color realism 100%. You could have put even a little more detail in areas, use your whites a little bit more where the light's kind of coming through the tree, and put some more texture to certain areas that would be more in focus.
I mean, the most realistic part is those cliff rocks. You know,
those are sick with the light on them. I love this tattoo. It's super clean, it's really pretty, and it still feels like you. Bobby. You called out Jazzy with a color realistic spirit bear.
You grabbed the perfect color tones for making a white bear. The fur on the bottom coming up into the face is awesome. That right there totally hits like the realism, but you kind of lose it as you get to the top of the head. I wish you would have just kept that same texture going all the way around.
I love the subtlety of the pink coming up from the nose and under the eye. I also love the color play of the teal that you used because it's such an opposing color that's extremely unexpected.
It's a dope tattoo. The way that you framed out the bear, that arc at the top that's just solid black that holds that bear together, I think is successful.
That's a very stylized bear. It's a beautiful tattoo, but it's not realistic to me at all.
You know, is this color realism? Not really at all. I see neo-traditional in this.
Who was the first artist to earn their spot in the finale? We see 2 really solid tattoos. I love these tattoos.
The craziest part is when I look at Bobby's, I see 2 neo-traditional tattoos.
Bobby's 2 tattoos weren't rock fucking solid hitting the style, but I love both of these tattoos and there's nothing I would change and there's nothing that's wrong with them. They're beautiful as is, regardless of the ask, regardless of the style. I'm going with Bobby.
John really took a swing at both challenges. My vote is for John.
That's 1 vote for Bobby and 1 vote for John.
My vote's for Bobby. They're both amazing tattoos, super solid.
John, you're doing, I think, the best work you've done here yet. Bobby, no doubt, your tattoos are super cool, clean, good-looking tattoos. My vote is for Bobby. Congratulations, Bobby. You have secured the first spot in the finale.
Thank you, guys. I'm in the fucking finale of Ink Master. It's a lot to take in right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm excited.
Well done.